Alright, hey, what's up, everyone? Gonna try to do some ATS here for a little bit and see if this works tonight. A lot of people are on the internet, so who the heck knows? Just kind of wanna do this, some fun, and go from there. A quick job for right now.
Let's do this.
So, that one's a good Friday night. I don't know where I'm live streaming, just, I guess, bored on my mind, I guess. I don't know. And frankly, I'm a little peed off. I don't know. Hey man, how's it going? Oh, doing okay. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for live streaming. You know, you got all these people out there that try to help you decide, like, oh, Twitch is better, or YouTube's better, or, you know, both are bad, or both are good. It doesn't even matter. It's like, you're not really helping. You know, they say we'll try and give you advice and give you some kind of guidance, and they keep on back and forth. When YouTube, it's kind of when YouTube gets new things, and then they say, oh, well, now YouTube's better, and then Twitch updates something, and oh, well, now Twitch is better. It's like, well, make up your mind. What does people think is better? Because I don't know what's better, and everybody's gonna prefer their own thing because they may like it. The problem is, I see the pros in both YouTube and Twitch, and I see the cons in both YouTube and Twitch. So it's like, it's kind of 50-50 for me. And the worst part is, I don't know which one's better for my internet. If it's YouTube or Twitch, because one night the internet is really, really good for Twitch, and then the other nights it's bad. And for some reason, it seems like it's okay for ATS, but it's not good for iRacing. But on Pacific days. So I'm thinking, well, if it's just the internet, you know what you feel the most comfortable with.
Go straight on.
Well, that's the thing. I feel comfortable with both. I mean, let's be very clear. I mean, YouTube's not that hard to set up anyways. Neither is Twitch. I think the difference between Twitch and the basics of Twitch is getting recognized. You know, I got 50 followers over there. Well, technically 49. It says 50, but I have technically 49. The main problem is, for me, is like, okay, Twitch is fun and all, but the discoverability over there is very thin. And like, the only reason why I got like the amount of followers I have now was because I did a random stream during the afternoon on a Thursday, and I just picked up a lot of people. But when I regularly try to do a live stream on my regular time, I get hardly anybody. But I can't do daytime streams all the time, so I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Now, here on YouTube, okay, there's a difference in how they do live stream over here, where I can choose to stream like right now, whenever, and there's replay value, because at least sometimes it will show up again on recommendations or the side cards or main pages or whatever, so it could get replay value, which I like. But really, how many people are going to sit through 2.5 hours or an hour or whatever of something? You know, that's saying you don't. I'm just saying, like, other people, you know. That's kind of like, well, it is so hard to try to decide. I like live streaming, don't get me wrong, I do. It's just like so difficult to decide what's the best for me. That's what I said. You do. I'm saying you don't. Like I said, hey, I know you do. But the other people, you know, and I have to kind of like outweigh what side's better. And frankly, the one thing that irritates me, I want to live stream iRacing, but for some reason, I don't know if it's the stream, if it's my computer, or whatever it is. For some reason, streaming iRacing, it hates it because it lags the crap out of it. And not the game, like the sim game. Actually, that's fine. It's just when it shows to everyone else, it looks like garbage. So
Exit left.
that's why I'm kind of like, whoa. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it, and of course I'm still having doubts about what I want to do iRacing when the league is Carver running. Bigger videos because they like to record an hour or so, but some people don't like. Yeah, I mean, everyone has their preferred, like, what they want to watch, how long. And see, like, for me, personally,
and then turn right.
But when I do, like, Wreckfest and stuff, I try to keep it within 20 minutes to roughly a half an hour, so it's not too long. And basically, I get I get an average view of 5 to 7 minutes out of a 20-minute video, which is technically not that bad. So I'm okay with it at that point. But when you start doing live streams and things like that, and I know what I'm hoping to do is like I actually just put recently a short up when I recorded the racing league I had last night, and I put a little clip or short in there. First lap we wreck. It didn't take long to wreck, so it was just kind of a meme kind of thing, but it was funny. I mean, it's got over like 80 views right now, so I look at it like this: if they don't watch, and then they're not my content. You're right. That is true. That means they just don't like what they want. It's, I guess for me, it's, I'm limited on time to try to get YouTube to work and stuff, that I'm maybe overthinking it, and maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm way overthinking things when I should just kind of stick what I've been doing and just update things, be a little more, I guess, like I've been adding extra things to the Wreckfest videos where I will edit it and, you know, slow it down, turn it gray, and like the last one, I completely forgot there was a turn. Of course, I mean, come on. I mean, who would think after a long ass straightaway there would be like a 180 hairpin turn? You just wouldn't expect it. Hey, even though that last lap I went through just fine, it was funny. Made me laugh. Yeah, that was funny, but I was like, I try to spice up a little bit of the videos. Don't make them just too bland, but I think they do that on purpose. I think so. Here, go on a straightaway. Turn, bam! Oh my, yep, that was the turn. Nah, I was just stupid. I was in the lead, thinking I was gonna pull away, and it's like, there's a turn there, John. Mr. Doc Obvious just left my brain there for a second. And also, you know, I'm hearing good things about what YouTube wants to do to help, what's called monetize without being monetized. There's rumors even that eventually they're going to open up like Super Chat and things like that without being in the part of the program. They haven't released it yet, or as far as I know, maybe they're still considered they're still considered doing it, but they're not really 100% sure yet. So that's something I like about YouTube, and eventually maybe they'll do that, because if I can at least start eventually making some kind of financial gains on this, I won't feel as stressed and maybe more relaxed about doing things. So, and of course, you know, Super Chat coming from people, and obviously they would have to be the one generous enough to spend their hard-earned money to give it to me so I can be better at doing this. That's the hard thing. It's like how to ask people for money. You don't really ask people for money. It's just that the hope thing. That's the hard part. But see, I've done it, so I don't feel too. But yeah.
Go straight on.
Oh, stop! Brakes. Oh, very stopped. Also, I do like, you know, YouTube's chat and how it's set up. It's clean. It for some reason it doesn't look so like a mess compared to Twitch. Like your name is in gray with your logo brand for your channel, and that's easy for me to pixelate who is who. I don't have, in Twitch, they change the colors of each person's name, and then sometimes they log out or they leave and they come back, their name's in a completely different color again, so it's like, that's just dumb. At least here I know what I can actually pick. So if someone else came in and decided to chat, then they're completely different. Even though their name's in gray, obviously the logo is different. So I just gotta find something and stick with it. It's as basically as simple as that. Regardless of people show up and watch it or not. And then also when I'm done with this live stream, go in and do all this. Do all the extra stuff like tags and actually put a true thumbnail in. At least then it will look real to people, so not just the American Truck Simulator logo or whatever. Do all the extra stuff that would require it to be like a long video. Because once I'm done live streaming on Twitch, I'm done. You know, there's nothing I can do to get any extra views. There's nothing else. It's just, you're done. There's so much things I could probably do extra. Like, I could break it down, turn it into shorts, or take sections and make them, they're still long form content, but still not as long as the stream, you know? I hear all people say you could do that, and I'm like, well, I guess. I just, find the time to do it. But I mean, it's super easy. Believe it or not, I was thinking it was going to be very difficult just to do that little short for iRacing, and it was actually very easy to do. I'm like, wow, okay, I've been missing out. The only thing that sucks is that I don't know why they were allowing it for a while, but now they stopped. But YouTube won't. You can't put a custom thumbnail on your shorts on a PC or anything like that. You can take a section out of your short to make a thumbnail on your phone, but not on your PC, or you can't make a custom one. So hopefully they bring that back, because makes it a little more professional if you're like for your channel, not necessarily people watching it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting into shorts because I think it, to me, just helps. I mean, it can't hurt. As far as they say, it can't hurt you. But it's all up to you how you want to do it. If you don't want to do shorts, that's totally up to people, and that's fine. I mean, shorts is still a new thing, but it's blown up here recently. I mean, I put one.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Dude, I could get over. I put up one
exit right.
short on my main channel in NASCAR, and the first one I did got over 200 views within the first 15 minutes. I've never had that in a long-term video at all. It usually takes over a period of like a week. There's talk that they are waiting to remove thumbnails in general. There is talk about that. Yes, I heard about that. Because a lot of now the mobile apps, and also even on computer desktops, they have basically you can put your mouse over it and hover, and it will do a playback thing to most of them. And that's why they are trying to,
and then turn left.
in hopes maybe they can get rid of thumbnails. Oh, one more over. They're hoping to get rid of thumbnails by having them as soon as they pop up. All you gotta do is hover over one. But the thing is, they still believe that you may need thumbnails to antagonize the person to actually want to hover over to see what it's all about.
Turn left.
They haven't quite figured out how to do that yet on desktop. I mean, that's the thing. That's the reason why they're not giving the thumbnails. Is desktop will be a hard time to do. Mobile is not so much. Because basically all you gotta do is just scroll and just have it in the center of the page, and it'll start playing. So that's something I think they want to try, but I don't know. It might take a while. Because even though people use a lot more of their mobile phones, there's a lot of people that still use desktop. Myself included. And the shorts are, just like anything. It's your prerogative. If you feel like it's worth doing, if it's not, yeah. To tell you the truth, I'd rather not be doing thumbnails because it's a pain. It really is, because you gotta come up with something that's witty, something that's like.
Turn right.
catches someone's eye, like eye candy, but not clickbait. That's what they're trying to. That's a hard thing, not to try to clickbait someone and thinking, oh, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. In reality, it is. It's just maybe it comes off, and as it looks like it's not. Alright, where do they want this?
This is where it ends.
They want me to back it in or pull it in? I would say, let me see if they just pull it in. That's what they want. Yep, that's what they want, just to pull it in. Alright. Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't, like I said, it's not that I don't mind doing thumbnails. It's just trying to always come up with unique ones. Like, here's the thing. Thumbnails for gaming, you just pull something from the game that was, like, the highlight, right? And that kind of represents the thumbnail. But, like, for my main channel I do for NASCAR and do NASCAR information, I have to pull thumbnails from all the pictures and try to say, hey, look at this is what I'm talking about, or ooh, this is the main thing, and then make a title that doesn't give you basically away what you're really. You gotta tell them what you're talking about without actually telling them what you're talking about. You know, it's kind of weird. And the same thing as the picture, you need to tell them what you're talking about, but without actually fully telling them what you're talking about, or there's no sense for them to click on the video, right? It is so challenging to do that. It's because I've had that. I've had a lot of people actually say, it's like, dude, you're basically telling me what you're about to say. Why are you saying it, right? You know, it's challenging, but let me see if I can get to over here. Nope, that's good enough. The title of game in the green, so if you see a bright green font, you know. Yeah, that's true, because you have a green controller, so that means it's green fonts, yeah. That's the kind of thing about me. I have a face of me. And see, that's the thing. You know, you hear about a lot of YouTubers and the people that try to help you, you know, your YouTube channels, that you should try to use your own name or use your brand. If you're going to use not your name, but it has to be a catchy name. And I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I like doing this, ATS, I like doing Wreckfest, but I also like doing iRacing. I can call myself a gamer, or I can call myself a sim, but technically Wreckfest is not a sim game, so it's like, well,
okay, here we go.
You know, what do you actually recall what I'm trying to do? It's very difficult to try to come up with a name, so I just figured, you know, might as well just leave it as my regular name. But then, can you really brand your own name? You can, but it's very difficult. Oh, Jesus, went too far. I'll take that sign out. I hate doubles. They're just a pain. Good thing it's nighttime. I wouldn't know these guys are coming. That way it looks clear. Oh, well, run over there. Turn. There we go. They're all
Get
driving
ready to
right now.
turn right.
But I know where. Yeah, I mean,
Turn right.
I can't call it racer because this is not racing. You know what I'm saying? It is very difficult to come up with a name that could be catchy. Oh, I just realized there was light coming. Back it up just a little bit. Should have looked the other way. As they always say, look both ways, you idiot. Nah, I just look one way and then just hope no one's there. Yeah, it's...
Get ready to turn left.
If I was just to do one game, like, if I was just to do ATS, I can
Turn
call
left,
myself
and then
ATS
turn
gamer or
right.
whatever, you know? But I like to do multiple games. I hate just doing one specific. John with the wheel. Yes, though I don't. Well, if you're talking about like, well, not physically, but just more virtually, yeah, because all the games have to do with wheels. I don't use a steering wheel for Wreckfest because that is so hard on my arms to that the
Turn
force
right.
feedback in that game, it's terrible. But if you're talking about like just like virtually wise, yeah. Oh, good pick. Just pick. Or actually, John at the wheel. I could do that one. I got to go by the actual names. Yeah, I mean, my problem is a lot. I bet you. Be very honest. Can you pronounce my last name? I know you can spell it, but I'm just saying because you see it. But be honest. Can you actually really pronounce my last name? Because most people can't.
Go straight on.
That's true. A lot, but it's so it's Orndorff, okay? So, but a lot of people will either say Orndorff, well, even like completely like don't even put the D in there. I don't know how you could not even put the D in there. It's like clear as day. It's in there. It's like Orndorff or like Orndorff. Orndorff. Why are you getting Orndorff? There's a D in there. It's not silent. But it's definitely. Trust me, it takes a lot. And then sometimes we'll... Yeah. A lot of people also, like, they'll say Orndorff, but they go Dorf. Like, they cut off, they don't complete the, they don't complete the F's. Like, they don't continuously put the F's in there. There's two F's, so... It's strange.
Keep left and then exit left.
Hell, sometimes I'm just more
Exit
excited that
left.
people can just spell my name more than less than pronounce it. So, but hey, I mean, for the longest of times when I was in school, teacher would put for Jonathan, they would put J-O-H, and I'm like, it's J-O-N. I've been doing this for years. How can you keep messing this up? It took me years to get people just to get my first name right. I don't know spelling my last name. I'm like, I understand Jonathan usually is spelled with an H. Most common people use J-O-H-N, but my parents are not regular people. My last name is Stewart, and since I was young, everyone was Stewie. Well, that's just, a lot of people call it, that's a nickname. I mean, so I just spelled it. I had a feeling that's what that meant, was like Stewart, but I wasn't like 100% sure. Hey, you know what? Your last name, your last name is a legendary name, because your name is a part of a NASCAR legend, Tony Stewart. So can't go wrong with that, right? I know you don't watch racing, but. Yeah, it took me a while. I think it took them like till third or fourth grade before they finally put J-O-N. And boy, when you become an adult, you think companies would actually know how to spell your name, right? You know, especially when you spell it out to them, and then you get it something in the mail and it says J-O-H-N and the last name's completely butchered. I'm like, were you even trying? I think a lot of people just type so quickly and mess up. Yeah. Tony Stewart, legendary driver and one hell of a badass. He didn't want to be on his bad side, that's for sure, because he had a temper. He was a good guy, just bad. He just had a bad reputation with his anger. His name was Justin Kenny. That's what it says. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do on a secondary monitor. It's so hard for me to read chat, but if I put my glasses on, it hurts to drive with my glasses on, so I've got to figure out a way to get chat, the secondary monitor closer to me. Justin. Oh. Wait, someone can spell with an O? Huh. See, I didn't even know that. Just, well, yeah, I guess you can. Guess it wouldn't make sense. You can hear an O out of that. Right. That's that wait station said it's open. Actually, that's untrue. What? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. They're not open. Some are 24 hours depending on where you are in the States, but most of them are not open. People think that those wait stations are like every trucker has to stop, and that's not the case. Basically, they have those things on most vehicles, and those little indicators. And what they'll do is there's a camera, and the camera will scan the truck, and if the scanner believes that that vehicle could be overweight, it will alert them to say, hey, you must pull in for an official scale, and then an inspection. But for the most part, most truckers drive right by them because they know they don't have to deal with them. Then they know they don't fall in that category. So. Racing an ambulance. God, I was watching something on Facebook, and they had some trucker was carrying ambulances somewhere, whatever, and one fell off the back, and it was actually facing the direction like this and it fell off, and it just took off the same direction as the truck was going, but it veered off because obviously no one was controlling it. But I'm like, what? That just got to be the craziest thing seen going down the road. My uncle used to own a trucking company and he used to go out, but it was 20 years plus. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the rules have changed. I mean, I'm assuming some have, but I don't know, I keep hearing this thing like you're not supposed to have secondary passengers while you're trucking. So if you're not supposed to have secondary truckers or passengers, I guess you want to say, why do they have a seat? Why do they make a seat? So I mean, I don't know. I understand you have a secondary driver if you're doing like a long haul, and so you want a secondary driver to take over for you. Totally understand that, but I just don't understand why there's a problem like having a passenger along. Like, I don't know if they're afraid of distractions. I mean, I don't know if that's changed or not. I don't know, but I'm assuming it has. I'm assuming you're allowed to have passengers. Yeah, I don't know either. But it was something I heard. I don't know if it's just a rumor or it's just someone BSing people, but I don't know. If I was going on a long run, I would want somebody next to me talking to me, just so I don't fall asleep. Yeah, like I said, it could be someone just being, BSing people and just making up crap, but I don't know. If I was doing a 8 to 10 hour run, I would definitely want someone to be talking to me. Or again in the CB and talking to some other truckers out there. Because for NASCAR, they have to transport their vehicles with a truck, driver and a hauler like that. And if they're going cross country, and usually they do that a lot, they have 2 drivers. So one driver can, I think you're on.
Right, and then exit right.
From what I remember, you can only drive, I think, is it 6 hours? Got it over here. I think it's 6 to 8 hours, I think, in a day. And then you have someone else take over, obviously. So they have to get there on a certain time. That's why they have 2 drivers. The other one they pull over and then let the other driver
turn right.
Drive from there.
Go straight on.
And believe me, sometimes, like, actually, NASCAR is just about to start back up in a couple weeks. Their first race is not even a points race, non-official race, just for money and glory and all that stuff. But they're going all the way out to LA, so that's a long drive. So you definitely need 2 drivers. And they have to be at the racetrack by, I think, probably Friday evening or Friday night at least. So everything's set up and ready to go for Saturday. So they have to probably leave to get there on time. I believe it's either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. I believe they have to leave. And then everybody just kind of times it out from there, and how many hours they have to drive and whatever. And yes, you won't make it in one shot, so that's why they have to leave early. But for the most part,
go straight on.
They try to. If they leave Tuesday night, like around, I don't know, usually 5-6 o'clock, they'll get about halfway there, and then sleep, and then go again. If they leave Wednesday, they'll try to get almost there in a day. Well, not in a day, because it will still take longer than a day, but roughly try to get almost halfway there, a little probably after halfway, and then go to sleep, get up again next day and go. Roughly it takes a couple of days just to get anywhere from coast to coast like that. Almost out of gas. Hope we're gonna make it. Oops, a little laggy.
Go straight on.
Of course, there's no gas station where I need one. Never is. Yo, truck, stop, I need some fuel. May be able to make it. I feel I got maybe.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Like, got any plans this weekend? Yeah, I'm just gonna watch the Rolex 24 racing Daytona, and then Sunday to finish up, decide who goes to the Super Bowl. Since my team didn't win last week, stupid Bills.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Okay, lights are
straight
not
on.
helping me. There's a gas station right there. Why can't they open it up for me? I got a little work to do. Some point besides that. Yeah. Oh, but the Bills, I don't know. They weren't the Bills when they were playing the Bengals there. I mean, God, they were terrible. Coverage were blown by a mile sometimes. The worst thing what they were doing is, I don't know if they were so worried about quarterback of the Bengals running so much, because they always kept at least the corner or one of the safeties being like a Hawkeye, right? They would always have someone sitting on the quarterback, and so either they would move up too fast thinking he's gonna run and he'll just throw over top, or they sit back so far they could come out underneath. And then the receivers, I don't know what they were doing. They were playing 10, almost 15 yards back, completely wide, just letting like gaps the size of Texas. And I'm like, good God, tighten up. Because as soon as they started playing man-to-man, they were actually doing okay. They were keeping up. But as soon as they went back to zone, they were getting crushed. So I'm like, you got to stop doing that. Obviously, zone's not working. Stop going with it. It was just, ugh. It was driving me nuts. And then Josh Allen, I mean, I don't know what got in his head that night, but he was terrible. But oh well, as they always say, there's always next year. Personally, you know, after my team doesn't, I don't really care who gets to the Super Bowl, but I mean, if anything, I would maybe want to see like the Bengals and either, well, Bengals or, I'm not really sure for the NFC side. Either or is okay. 49ers or Eagles. I'm not really picky about that side.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Ew, I'm wiggling. I better stop because there's kind of a popo in front of me, and that wouldn't be
Turn
good.
left.
Well, What in the world? Why the hell did you stop? That was funny. I'm just gonna stop middle of the road. Why? Did the cop scare you or something? It's not my team that I don't care. I'll root for AFC, new ball, except for the Patriots. And I'll be. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I mean, I didn't care a lot about the Patriots either, but really I didn't care about Tom Brady. It was always Tom Brady this and Tom Brady that. And of course, then he went to Tampa Bay, and of course, just worse down there. And I'm like, I didn't really mind about the Patriots. It was more or less Tom Brady. I kind of felt bad for the Patriots because they're always
Keep left and
got
then
overshadowed
exit left.
compared to Tom Brady. Oh, he's going that way. So where do I have to
Exit
go?
left.
Exit left. Like right now?
Exit right.
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. There was one lane there. There was one lane there. So, same here, but I still think Brady. When I hear the Patriots, but I agree. Yeah. Like I said, I felt bad for the Patriots because they were always, because every time there was when Tom Brady messed up, it was the Patriots' fault,
Go straight on.
not Tom Brady. That's like, come on. He's not a god or anything. He makes mistakes. Which way do you want me to go? Oh, up and around. Makes no sense where I'm going. They act like he's a god, and it just drove me insane. But he didn't make it. Actually, he let the Cowboys beat him, so I'm actually filled it in. The Cowboys completely just whiffed it against the 49ers, so.
Here we are, safe and sound.
But hey, here is what it is. A little more. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, well, I want to end this live stream here. Do about an hour or so, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I have someone to talk to do this, and if you're watching this on the replay, thanks for watching, and also consider subscribing to this channel if you are new, and hopefully I'll decide what I'm going to do over the weekend. Though I think I really am enjoying doing this, so yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'll see you later, and see you next time, everyone.